True courage isn't about fearlessness, it's about taking action while your hands are still shaking.
I've decided to swim the English Channel.
What do you mean?
I'm going to swim the English Channel.
No, I'm saying...
I wasn't asking. Please pass the bread.
We all have moments when we whisper to ourselves, I wish I were brave. I also do this mostly in my life. When trying to quit a job, end a relationship, set a boundary even, or even just say hello. It's real difficult moments in our life. Courage is often described as a crossing boundaries, taking risk, and moving through uncertainty. But real courage goes deeper than that. The word courage comes from the Latin cor, meaning heart. Because courage doesn't come from rational calculation. It comes from the heart, stepping forward. That's really making sense that taking an action, making risk is not rational. And in Arabic, it comes from the word jazara, I hope I pronounced right, that means to cross halfway, to leap over an obstacle. In life, these obstacles, problems really look like mountains. Sometimes it's just a boundary, sometimes it's just going to outside, telling someone, hey, I love you. Sometimes it's your truth, sometimes opening your heart, or simply just going out and acting or creating something. Fear shows up instantly. What if I cannot find another job? What if things get worse? What if I fail? But courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage isn't ask these questions for you. Courage is the capacity to act despite fear. That is the main point of where we need courage in our life. Your mind always tries to protect you. Hey, stay, wait, not yet. No. But your heart knows. It whispers, it's time, let's go. And all the ancient philosophers called courage as a center of the virtue, like a top of the virtue. Plato, Aristotle, Seneca, all agreed that courage is the ability to endure fear and walk towards what is right. And Aristotle even said courage is a habit, is a actual performance. Maybe I don't remember right, but it was like that. He said something like that. You became courage person by performing courage acts. So courage is a habit for him, shaped through the repeated actions. At the same point, fear also habits. So through history, courage was tied to heroism, warriors, legends, mystic figures, like in Prometheus. But in the modern world, courage is mostly intellectual, mostly scientific something, psychological, ethical. You see it in art, in science, in human rights activism, we see this always, and most clearly in everyday decisions we see courage. Today even normal behaviors requires courage, like saying just no, like it's not climbing to mountain, but saying no even really very difficult. Not people pleasing, expressing your real thoughts, what's your real desire, standing up against injustice, admitting a personal truth without fear. So that's really important, like thinking about that courage, because when you wake up, when you think about, as Aristotle said, like as a habit, today I'm going to choose courage, I will be a brave person today. I'm not, there is mirror, so sometimes I'm just speaking myself like that. So today you are going to be brave person, Turkan. You will not be afraid of being seen. You're not afraid of being failure. You are not afraid of, like, it is because when you choose that, when you are going to choose, when you think about that, oh my gosh, it's very difficult to act, it's very difficult to do, it's very, what if people judge me, what if my English not enough, what if people will see something in my face, or Like, yeah, like all these things, even when you think about them, they are became more bigger and more bigger. But same thing with courage, actually. When you think about this in the opposite way, okay, like what could happen? What could people think about me? Something wrong. So when you actually give yourself that courage, when you dare yourself, when you think about, okay, actually I'm really brave woman. Actually, I did lots of stuff in my life. So thinking about that and choosing this will make you more brave. Think about that, please. When you wake up, are you thinking about being courageous person or brave person, or you are choosing fear, you are choosing overthinking, you are choosing anxiety, you are choosing FOMO, and all the steps which is following fear, scarcity. And here I want to tell you one word from Confucius. He who sees that is right and does not do it lacks courage. We often assume that if one part of our life hurts, everything must be falling apart. But that's not true. We are multi-layered beings with different roles, with different inner worlds, and throughout history, even the greatest heroes carried their own private struggles while still living out their virtues. A soldier shows courage by risking his own life for something greater than himself. Because courage is at its core a sense of responsibility toward a higher good, a willingness to protect what matters in your life, even when fear is present. But today, avoidance has become so common that ordinary human actions now look like bravery. Like, we hold back from speaking honestly about ourselves, as if truth were a secret we're not allowed to share. I am just thinking about that, like whenever I am choosing this, whenever I am choosing to act in a way that I will open my heart, I will go out and will speak with people and will support someone or will create even eye contact, like doing this, opening your heart, feeling all this, really you need courage for that. You cannot connect with nature with fear. You cannot connect with people with your fear. Sometimes I go to very early morning to the ocean and trying to meditate there and put all of my fears at somewhere, and I'm sitting there only listening waves, only feeling the sun in my face, and trying to be there. Really, I feel like whenever you are connect with humanity, with nature, with inner self, with inner yourself, you even became more brave sometimes, because it feels like, oh my gosh, I need to act a lot, I need to do lots of tasks, so in this way I will be brave. But sometimes connection is a real connection, also makes you a more brave person. There is one movie about Morgan Freeman, and he asked in his movie this question: does God give courage to the brave or opportunities to be brave? That's really very good question for me, because we are not seeing opportunities that's giving us strength. Perhaps that gift is the opportunity, and each time a problem appears, the real question becomes, will you turn back or will you leap forward? Before ending, I have one film recommendation. I really love this film, Young Woman and the Sea. I watched this movie when I came to Bali on the plane, on my flights. It was just randomly, without any recommendation. Oh, I see. Because I also have some fear about like swimming stuff, surfing. I really want to start surf here, but I have some fear. So I watched it, and it gives me such a big courage. And I cried a little bit, as I remember. And now I just remember why I cried. But yeah, I will not give any spoiler for you. But this is the true story, actually. I didn't know that. I just watched, and then when I had the internet connection, I checked, wow, it's true story. And I don't know, I feel like this is really so inspiring, because a story of crossing waves, crossing darkness, crossing fear, and after that returning to yourself. On the other side, it's really difficult. It's all about choosing fear or courage.
They don't want us to be heroes. They don't want us to be anything.
I'm going to leave you with one question I wrote in my journal today, write about this today as well. The question is, I think it's really deep. I hope it will resonate with you. If you truly found your courage, what would you choose to do? What it can be for yourself. You can hold that question, think about that, and if you feel like, yes, I have courage now, write a moment, and you can first write down a few pages what you want and what you could do with that courage. See you in the next episode.